One is open right now. Don't let another month pass with that idea still in your head.
You have an idea for a series. You've had it for a while now.
Sandra is giving you 21 days to finally build it. With her, in a small group. That's not a promise, that's the plan. Cohort 1 is open right now. Don't let another month pass with that idea still in your head.
You have an idea for a series. You've had it for a while now.
Sandra is giving you 21 days to finally build it. With her, in a small group. That's not a promise, that's the plan. Cohort 1 is open right now. Don't let another month pass with that idea still in your head.
You have an idea for a series. You've had it for a while now.
Sandra is giving you 21 days to finally build it. With her, in a small group. That's not a promise, that's the plan. Cohort 1 is open right now. Don't let another month pass with that idea still in your head.
Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching across the globe. All right, so yes, we are jumping right in because there's a lot to cover. So we're going over to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is where we'll be working because we have so much to cover, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to do all of that and much more here today. So we're going to be developing campaigns for products and services and so on. And I'm going to be using ChatGPT and Google's Gemini, as my assistant today for the sake of, pushing the idea that you can actually do this yourself. Okay, so we're going to start from different formats. How do you take a regular idea? Maybe it's a product, maybe it's fashion, maybe it's, so we're looking at fashion photography mostly. But then beyond fashion photography, you've seen like all these editorials where people are like leaning against the product. The product looks gigantic, and then a regular human is leaning against it, So these are some of the concepts we're going to be trying out. So let me jump right into prompting my AI to do just that, okay? So you're going to watch me prompt my AI. Once I go off, in sound, just know that I'm talking to the AI here. That's ChatGPT, okay? And I will come back and then I'll explain what's happening. Let me give the prompt that's the first prompt for the AI to work on. Okay, so you guys, this is an absolute I think there is just so much to cover. That's why I had to jump into this. So I'm just going to explain what I told this AI we are going to be building today. So just before I begin to tell you what I told the AI, let me explain this to you. For the sake of those who are new and just finding this channel, hey, welcome. My name is Sandra Adeyeye Bello, popularly known as Sab. So you call me Sab, okay? I'm the founder and creative director of Sab Studios NG and also founder of AI Filmmakers Network. It's a growing community of AI creatives sharing and, connecting across the globe. So you can join our WhatsApp group using the links in the description of most of our videos, okay? And of course, I'm also the festival director for African AI International Film Festival. This is a quarterly film festival that is kind of hybrid. So we have 3 times in a year virtually, and then once in a year it is physical. Okay, so the concept is to bring creatives together who believe in storytelling first, right? And then use AI as the engine, as the medium to translate their message, that's their stories. So the reason I had to pause first before I begin to explain the concept is because I want you to think as a storyteller first, okay? You are the storyteller. You pick up your pen and you scribble your thoughts. The pen did not write your thoughts. The pen is not the author. The pen does not have any. You created the piece of art that we currently see as a book, as a piece of drawing or whatever. The pen has no contribution to it. That's exactly what I want you to think as of your AI as, okay? It is your PA, it is your VA, it is your EA. Your AI has no contribution to your work, okay? You use the AI as the tool to move your art, to birth your art, okay? So yes, if you do not put in the work, we'll definitely see, that, of course, there is just, no concept, no contribution from you as the creator. So I usually like to state this because the people I am teaching are people who think, people who understand that this is just a tool, like your camera, like your lights, like your microphone, that just helps to translate your idea, through a better medium. Right? Okay, now that is out of the way. Welcome to day 20. We have been on this 21 days journey for quite a while now, and the whole idea is to go in depth into of AI filmmaking and content creation to help someone out there create their best art yet. Okay, so welcome. All you need to do for me is engage. Use the like button you see on the screen. There's a like button at the top of the screen as you're watching right now, or probably under the video, depending on how you're watching and what screen you're using. Okay, please just click that like button. It helps a lot. And of course, when you're active, I could give you a shout out. So let me do that right now. I'm going to go into the chat and I'm going to shout out whoever I see in the chat who's active. So if you're here and you're active, say Okay, so Soul Frames, good to be here again. I am doing good. Thanks for asking. I'm doing good. Okay, so Soul Frames is, oh my goodness, you guys, if you're not following Soul Frames, I wonder what you're doing. Go follow Soul Frames, okay? See some of their art pieces that they are creating, because the truth is they have been here, they've been consistent, and I'm believing that they have put in the work. They understand the concept, they understand the mindset behind creating art using AI. Okay, so go follow them and see some of the amazing pieces and stories that they are telling using AI. All right, so as you join the session, please click the like button. Yes, please tell them. Okay, tell them. Okay, so let's jump into it. You guys, you can see my screen here, right? So what I told this AI to do is we're going to be building different concepts. The reason I'm trying to do this is because you guys, you know that whenever I'm teaching you something, I'm teaching you so that you can see the monetary value, you can see the areas that you can monetize this skill, right? So you guys, today you do not need to get into a studio. Yes, you do not need to get into a studio to get a complete portrait of yourself. And yes, we can have that conversation from now till tomorrow. And probably you have been playing around with this and it just feels like, oh, you're just tweaking here and there, Guess what? Today we're going to be doing it professionally. I want to show you how you can take that, and stand out, not just like every other person. Everybody can just put a picture here and tell ChatGPT, change my picture, change my jacket, change the color of this and whatever. Yeah, right? But that's not you. So we're going to be talking about how to create fashion pieces and also how you can begin to make these pieces interact commercially so that you can sell it. Remember, that's what we're talking about here, how you can begin to sell your art. Okay. So look at this here. Based on what I gave this AI, look at the interaction here, look at the interpretation. Okay, so this is actually a very strong visual territory because you are not just creating fashion photos, you are building emotional campaigns where the product becomes part of the character's psychology, seduction, power, status, fantasy, and movement. Can you guys see that? So what I'm describing sits between luxury fashion editorials, Afro surreal campaign photography, high concept product advertising, cinematic beauty campaigns, glossy magazine storytelling, AI enhanced couture photography. Can you see all of the use cases here? And this is not just ordinary spending. This is what brings you the money, because every other person can just pick up their phones and just, put in a picture and just get like nice images out. But that's not you. You're here to learn how to do it professionally and build a portfolio that shows that you know what you're doing. So think about it. What are some of the high-ended ways of photography needs out there? Think about magazine covers, think about brochures, think about birthday pictures, think about, so I did a campaign recently for Luma Labs, and basically I was trying to convey desire through certain images. And one of my pictures was an underwater image of a pregnant mother a pregnant woman reaching for the baby shoes. She's yet to meet her baby, but it shows that desire, that craving. There must be emotion attached to it. Remember, I've always told you the best artwork out there always has an emotion attached to it. So find your emotion and push it. Now look at this. Is my visual language. We're talking about glossy, expensive, sensual, colorful, sculptural, dramatic, editorial, fashion magazine worthy, emotionally charged, cinematic, all of that. Yes to it. Tick, 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 check. Okay. All right. So the three core campaign styles that we're working on today are product plus model interaction campaigns, and then high fashion African editorials, check. And then the third one is the color-driven campaign worlds. Beautiful. So I want to see how we interpret these three that we have picked out here, and then bring it to life in fashion campaigns. So the secret sauce here are our sculptural composition, right? The style formula, right? And of course, this is an example campaign idea. Look at idea 1, idea 2, idea 3, and so on. Now that our AI understands what we are going for, because the truth is, what I did was, instead of just telling it to build me prompts, right? The thoughts are important. The pattern of your thoughts are important. So I asked it, I told it what I wanted to achieve, and then I asked it to, analyze my thoughts and then tell me exactly what it understands. So that when we are building this, it's not just building in oblivion, it builds with an intention, right? So you can see here that we have a full creative system that has fashion editorial prompt structure, product photography prompt structure, lighting styles, color psychology boards, pose direction, texture combination, signature SAP Studios NG visual aesthetics, our campaign storytelling frameworks, viral luxury art concepts, AI cinematography extensions, and so on. You guys, I already interact with my AI like this, so it kind of already understands that, I do high-end, creation. So you can see it attaching that to SAP Studios style, right? Basically, that's because I do this regularly. So I'm trying to show you the process to getting it done. So like I would always say, even if you don't have an idea, what I would usually suggest is ask your AI to pitch you, right? And then if you have an idea, even if it's vague, I would usually suggest you come with that idea, tell the AI that, hey, this is what I want to achieve. This is, explain how vague it is. No matter how vague it is, guess what? Your AI is going to tell it back to you. This is what I just did here, right? I told it exactly what I wanted. And then I told it to analyze. Once you tell it to analyze, it's going to pick out some of the important frames, from your mind, what you have told it. It's going to pick it together and then piece it together, because these AIs are built with patterns. So it will recognize some patterns from what you are saying, and then it will build a concrete analysis for you. Based on that analysis, you will get clarity. Number one, once you get clarity, you can tell it, okay, adjust here, adjust there, and so on, right? So you now finally polish it to your standard, what you want to achieve. So this is what I have done here, and I am satisfied with this current analysis. So I feel like we can move forward. Okay. So this is me showing you step by step how I achieve some of those editorial pieces you might have seen me create. I want to show you that you can do it too. All right. Now, I am satisfied with this. What's the next step? I need to tell it to build our styles. I want to tell it to build prompts for me based on the 3 styles. So we have 3 styles here. Remember can you see our 3 styles? So the 3 campaign styles we're working with: product and model interaction. That's our first style. High fashion African editorial. That's the second style. And then the third style is color-driven campaign worlds. So these are the styles that we're basically working with and on. So we're going to tell this AI to build prompts that would help us achieve this, using everything that it has analyzed. It understands the psychology and what I'm trying to achieve. So it's going to build us prompts. So we're going to take those prompts and then go generate the images. So you guys, I want to give this AI my next instruction to build me the prompts in that regard. Okay, so if you don't hear my voice, I am not off. I am still here, but I'm talking into the AI. So once I turn on this microphone here, the microphone for the live stream just pauses for a bit until I'm done giving the voice recording. So please keep the chat alive so that YouTube knows that there is something going on here. All right. So if you're just joining, welcome. Feel free to ask questions. Feel free to interact. Feel free to give a thumbs up at the top of the screen. You see that like button, right? It's very important. Please click the like button. All right. So let me go now and voice this. I'm telling the AI to give me the prompts that will translate my 3 styles. Okay. Okay, so you guys, some keywords in the prompt that or in my prompt, what I'm giving to the AI, some keywords I want you to mark or take note of is 1, glossy, right? So if you're thinking glossy fits into what high end images, right? Glossy is the best definition of how you describe your images to. You're not going for matte. matte style. When I say matte, I'm talking about MATTE, right? Right. So I'm going for glossy because images that are really glossy are catchy. Yeah, that takes me to the second keyword, which is you must make sure you're using the word glossy, sharp, eye-catchy, and scroll stopping. These are 4 keywords I usually use when I want to achieve this kind of high-end, ultra-luxury fashion campaign photography, okay? So you can see here, it has built a lot of these prompts. So we're going to be taking these prompts. I am deliberately using Gemini today so that we do not run out of, our use cases. Is it use cases that they call that now? So this is me copying the first prompt. You guys can see we have a product plus model interaction campaign. So I'm hoping that you're learning, and I'm hoping that you're thinking about how you can use this, because some brands will reach out to you and say, hey, I want you to show a sample, a demo. This should be your go-to, like instantly, like one image prompt, one this. How can you stand out? How can you get that scroll stopping feel, that scroll stopping image? All right, so let's do that here. Our very first prompt is about liquid gold temptation. All right, so let's do this. Liquid gold temptation. So I'm just going to copy all the prompt for prompt 1. I'm just going to copy that, and then we're going to go into Gemini. All right, I'm just clicking Gemini on Gemini. Click. Oof. All right, so I'm just clicking on Gemini, and then once it comes on, I'm going to click on the create images. All right, so once it comes on, I'm clicking on create images. We're in Gemini right now, and then I'll just click the create images. You guys can see here, create image. Okay, I just click create image, and then I paste my prompt, the first prompt here, and then I paste this here. You guys, let's watch it do its magic. Okay, it's gonna come out looking amazing. I want to tell you that. Okay, so this is number 1. And remember, like I would always say, if you don't get your result, always ask the AI to change it up. You can, you have the right to, you can. Okay, so this is giving, oh my goodness, this is nice. You guys, can you see this? But I don't like it because, you guys, I did not choose my aspect ratio. We are currently on streaming on 9:16. So let me tell this to change the image to 9:16 so that you can see clearly. Okay. So I'm changing it to change the image to 9:16. Okay, so I see a chart here. This is one of the most valuable workshops I have been so privileged to see and implement all the information I have received. It has elevated my AI content journey. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for that review. Thank you for the feedback. It means a lot. You don't even know. That means a lot. And I'm really super happy, super grateful that we are able to do this together. Thank you. Okay, so you guys, look at this. Can you see this? Can you see how what we're talking about, the eye-catchy, luxurious, the concept feels so, like, imagine this was a real perfume, and the character, the model is just interacting with it, and you can see all the intention there, right? So it comes off with this brown, black, gold thingy. I kind of like it, but I still don't like it. Do you see what I'm saying? Right. So you can easily change this up. But in the meantime, I like that it conveys some of the emotion here, because you can see the glass, the marble floor. You can see the texture and architecture of the walls. You can see all of that there. And then the balls around the floor. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. But the product feels hidden to me. I feel like the product is hidden. I feel like the product is not center, of the campaign. So I can easily just go back and tell this AI that, hey, the product should be front and center of the campaigns. Every image we're getting should have the product as the focus. Okay, so probably got it. This looks good, but this is not promoting the product. Okay, especially when we're trying to promote the product. So I'm trying to show you that it is possible to make a mistake with your AI. Okay, but don't dwell on that mistake. I want you to understand the motive, the idea behind creating each of these images. You're not just creating pretty images, you're creating images that sell. You're creating images that promote a product. So the product has to be front and center, right? So let's try this again. I'm going to tell my AI that I do not like it. Okay. So let's see if we can get something better with this. Okay. The same prompt. I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and then I'm going to tell it that I do not like product prompt 1 and product the liquid gold temptation. I don't like it. It looks good, you guys. I'm not saying the picture, the image did not look good, right? But I'm saying for promoting that brand, it just did not sell for me, okay? Because the concept is what? We are promoting a product, right? So the product has to be front and center and interacting with this model, all right? So I'm going to give this prompt right now. Just stay with me. Keep the chat alive while I do that. Okay, so you guys, I just did that and I changed up the concept completely for the AI, right? Like I would always tell you guys, always come with your own idea. Sometimes it gives you an idea, but you don't like that idea. You don't have to stay stuck with it, right? Use it to jog your own memory, use it to inspire yourself and then create your own style. So right now, I told it what I want to build. I looked at the image that it created and it felt completely off. So what I have done is I have told it how I want the image to come out looking. So its duty right now is to give me a prompt that conveys that exact thought. So while it's working on this, we'll come back to this because it seems like the internet is slow. Let's go back to the first product, our first photography here, right? Let us pick that and then, pick prompt 2. Let us see if prompt 2 will deliver better than prompt 1. Okay, let's go back to Gemini. And then here we're going to click, let's start a new project. And then we click create image. We're going to click create image. Okay, create image. Once we create image, we're going to paste our prompt here. Now, I will not forget to add my aspect ratio, All right, so let me add my aspect ratio and then let it do its thing. So it's going to generate the new image for us. So let's see if this particular one comes out looking exactly like I have it in my head. Okay, so I want you to always think like that, you guys. Are you selling a product? Are you selling an idea? What are you selling exactly? Your product, your image, your photography must convey that. Don't just create pretty pictures for the sake of it. Okay, now, oh my goodness, I am even short of words, you guys. The product is doing what it should be doing. The model is doing what he should be doing. Like this looks like it. I like the pose. I like the intention. I like that the product is up there. Oh my goodness. You can see it shows you that this is a rugged product, right? So even if you're probably, an artist or whatever, this product fits you because, yeah. So you guys, you can see this, right? So I feel like this actually checks the box for me. So you can see the photography is on point. We capture a clear image, right, of this artist. And of course, we have the product in shot here. You can see the dramatics, the pose of the model, right? This is so cute. You don't need a studio to do this. Okay, so remember, intention is important. Your intentions matter. All right, so let's go back. I think prompt 2 checks the box for me. Let's try prompt 3, right? And then we go back to prompt 1, which I have changed up. Okay. Let's try prompt 2. So I'm going to just, start a new chat. The reason I start a new chat is because sometimes Google, Gemini interprets it like you're trying to continue with the same character, so it probably just keeps the same character going for you. But yeah, I didn't ask for that. I don't ask for that. So I started a new chat. I clicked on create image and then I put my prompt here and also added the aspect ratio, because if you don't add your aspect ratio, well, you would probably I think Gemini actually would give you the 9:16 by default. Yes, this is what I'm saying. Yes, check, you guys. Yes. Oh my goodness, is somebody breathing right now? Are you breathing? Can you feel the intention here? Can you feel this? This is what I'm talking about. What is she promoting here? I want someone to tell me in the chat. What is she promoting? So we're not just having pretty photos for the sake of it, you guys. What do you see here? So, of course, I didn't brand any of these products, but of course, we can have real products in these shots, right? So if you are a business person, you have a product or service, and you want us to create model photographies like this for you, send me a DM, and then we'll have most of our creators do this for you. I can do this for you as well. Okay, so just send me a DM, okay? So you guys, your product can be in this form. You don't need a studio to get this quality of shoot. I want you to know that, you guys. And someone guessed right. Bag. She's promoting the bag. Yes. Okay. So you can go more dramatic. You can be more dramatic. Whatever you want to achieve, you can be more dramatic. That's up to you. Okay. Feel free, be more dramatic. But I love the look. And yes, Gemini doesn't give us super quality here. So always think about the platform you're using to generate your images, okay? But I'm using Gemini for demo purposes. I hope you understand that. I'm using Gemini for demo purposes. All right. So yes, now let's go back to the first prompt, which is what I told you. I have changed the concept of the very first idea that ChatGPT gave me. So let's see if we can now get what I asked it to do for me now. Okay, let's go back there and then let's tell ChatGPT to deliver this. Okay, no, I want to start a new chat. I start a new chat and then I click on create image and then I click on here and I will just pick my prompt and then add my aspect ratio. I add my aspect ratio here and yes, we generate. You guys, I want you to see this, and I really hope that it gets the whole idea behind, what I asked it to do. And, we get this sensual feel for this product because, of course, this is supposed to sell a luxury perfume. So I told you to, create, oh my goodness, now. Yes, 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 yes. 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 And you can get a variety, you can get a different feel. You can get another feel of this. You can, this, can you guys see this? Can you guys see this? I really want your interaction. I want you to tell me, on a scale of 1 to whatever, rate this. Okay? Rate this in the chat. Rate this in the chat. So, yes. Yes, 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 you can do this. This can be someone else's product, and you come up here and you create something nice for them. Tell them to give you their product and come up with something nice because, you're trying to sell an emotion. And I told this AI, I said, yeah, we're trying to sell an emotion. And of course, if you're talking about a perfume, the perfume is supposed to feel exotic. It's supposed to feel sensual. So yeah, I want that danger, that feeling of if I use this, I'm going to feel in my elements. And yeah, it kind of delivered. Yeah, we can try again and see if we get another pose from this. But I already saved this original image. I already saved the image, you guys. But I want to show you that, yeah, that same prompt, you might see something else. It might be better. It might be not, worse. Okay, you guys. Okay. All right, so you guys, you can see this, right? This is what we call fashion photography. So you're trying to promote a product deliberately, selling an emotion with that product. So yes, we have SAP perfumes here, but if you're watching this and you have a product or, and you want your product up here, yes, you can have your product in these types of shots. All you need to do is send a DM, reach out, and we can get you something like this, okay? All right, so we're going to move on. I hope we have successfully passed the product check, right? So that is category 1. We have successfully finished with category 1. Our next category is the category of high fashion, with African editorials and so on, right? So let's test this out. Let us test this out and see, if this comes out well. Just like I said, it gives you a prompt. It's your duty to say, this is the vision I was going for, or this is not the vision I was going for. So we're going to go here. We're going to start a new prompt, a new chat. Okay. Click on create photos. Okay. Create image. And then I'm going to put my prompt and also add my aspect ratio. All right, I'm adding my aspect ratio and then generate. Now, let us see what this brings for us. Now, I hope that you can think about this in different forms. So this can be a character. Maybe you're doing a food photography, right? And probably they sell snacks or chewies or whatever, so we can have the character, maybe biting something. Oh my goodness, I don't know what kind of turn this is. This is looking nice, but the tilt, the legs are facing somewhere else and the body is facing somewhere else. Nah. So, but this is nice, you guys. This is nice. I like that we have something really, really nice here. But let's try again, and maybe it will get the pose this time, okay? And get the body structure right this time, okay? So yes, now this looks more like it. So are you trying to sell, the fashion design? Are you trying to sell the colors? You can see the model, this looks like all those editorials for showcasing their AMVC, attires or whatever, so if your client probably has their dresses on a mannequin or something, you can take that dress and then put a model on it and, have the model, pose in different forms, different feels, different vibes, that's what you can do with this. So this is for fashion. All right, so let's go try another one. Yes, I do want something that is kind of wild and probably like a colorful style. So we're going to create an image and then add our prompt here, and of course add the aspect ratio as usual, 9:16, and then yes, we generate. So yeah, I'm gonna try some crazy ideas after this, but I wanted to start off with the official, right? So some crazy ideas I'm thinking about is probably someone licking an ice cream and the ice cream is smeared, and the person is just so happy, or we're thinking in the areas of, now look at this. I love this. You guys, you can see this. You can do this for you, right? If you're into fashion and so on. Now, this is for men's fashion. Can you see that? Can you see how cool this comes out looking? Right? The colors are it, the environment. Can you see the location? Can you see the details? Right? This is what we are going for. Okay, this is what we are going for. So I love the fact that we can actually bring these ideas to life. If you're trying to, you can see that this looks like a jean, like I love the combination, you guys. So we have like our African print here, African attire, and then it's mixed with jeans. And then you can see that the model is given the rugged feel. I love it. I love everything about it. So basically, you can, interact with like a fashion brand or something and tell them, hey, your clothes have been on the mannequin. It doesn't have to stay on the mannequin. Let me get a model to model this in a studio for you. And they will be like, oh, we don't have the budget for it. We don't have, don't worry. I'm going to handle it for this. So give them your price. Definitely it will be less, costly than, them paying for like a studio session, booking a model, transporting and so on. There is a lot of cost that goes into one shoot, right? You don't even need to move the clothes. You don't even need to move the clothes from the studio, right? All you need to do is get a picture of that cloth and then get a model and look at this. Just look at this. Okay, so I want you guys to think, whenever you're watching this, I want you to think about how you can begin to use this in your day-to-day, and then of course begin to build your own portfolios of fashion photography like this. If you're someone who is into it, I think that's because I have done this and I got some some recommendations. People want makeovers. People don't have that time to be going to studios to make up, to today everyone is really, really busy, honestly. I'm not trying to say that there is no need for the the physical studio and so on, but guys, I'm telling you, think about this in the business angle of things. Everyone is they're trying to save time, they're trying to save, look at this, just look at this. Just look at this. A studio to set this up, to shoot this, the amount of time you would spend for makeup, dressing the model. Oh my goodness. Think about this and get right on it. Start thinking business. Start thinking money. How can you use this skill to begin to make money? Now look at this. Just look at all the setup. Look at how everything comes together. You can see the flowers, the roses that are spread across, the petals and all. This looks like a Valentine's shoot. I don't know about you, but maybe we could get something better. I don't know if you like it, but I do like it. I already saved it on that, honestly. But I want you to begin to think about how you can use this. Okay, reach out to someone, tell them, say, hey, what can I do for you? How can I get your product or your service out there? And then, of course, we're talking about products today, and that same, look at this. This is another feel. This is another feel, you guys. You guys, look at this. It looks so cute. It looks so elaborate. It looks so beautiful. I love the headgear. I love the details, the Ankara details. I don't know about okay, now the candles are kind of, around on the floor. The petals are here. And I don't know about what, probably she's sitting on something, and I don't know about the holding of the dress. I don't know about that, but I hope you can see the concepts, how you can move, you can make this come alive, you can change what you get initially. So I already saved the first image, and I have saved the second one, but let's try the third one before we move to the third category. Now, I want you to think about all of your billboard ideas. So the next one we'll be getting into, the next categories we'll be touching on. Oh my goodness, this is what I was asking for. This is what I was asking for. The queen in her elements, and this looks premium. Yeah, you guys, look at the details. Just look at this. Huh? Can you beat this? Look at the details. Look at the fabric. Oh my goodness, everything is everything in the right proportion here. I feel like, this is divine, right? So yes, you can come up with your own style. You can say, oh, I don't want red, I want blue, I want yellow. Yes, we can do that with that. Okay, so let's tell this to change the color to so what color would you like? Who's in the chat? Who's here with me? The color to who's here? So we can say change the color to the color of her dress. Let's say of her dress to green. We can go with green. Let's see how green comes out looking. So green against a red chair. I don't know until we see it, right? Okay. Until we see it. So I don't know. All right, so let's see how that will come out looking. Okay, so that's the beauty of doing this, okay? So you can, oh my goodness. Oh, yes, I love it. Even with the shoes remain red. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't know what leaves are falling right now. Maybe it's ugu leaves, right? Initially, we had roses, but now we have green leaves falling. But I do love the color combination, you guys. And I love that the boots still stay, red. Yes, I love it. But I would have complemented this with like a red lipstick. Give her another, like a red lipstick, red nails or something. Yeah. But these are details you can easily be adding to it as you're telling it. You say, okay, so this is perfect, but add some red lips here, make her red nails, make the color, make her face pop. You can keep doing this. Okay. But I hope you do like what we're getting here. I hope you like what we're getting here. All right, so we are good with this. We're going to go over to our next prompt, the next category. We are done with the first category. Now we are going for color-driven campaign worlds. Okay, so I feel like we are good with the fashion. You understand the fashion, you understand the products, right? If you're doing fashion photography, if you're doing product photography, you now understand it. So now let's talk about, the worlds. Like, let's see how to build our worlds. I use this a lot in my music videos because I build a lot of fashion editorials into my music videos, right? I use these a lot. So I'm not teaching you what I don't use. I'm teaching you how I use it and my processes. So I hope you're getting value from this, and I hope you'll be testing it out, right? I would love to see some of your images, you guys. When you test this out, let us see your images. Share it to the group, share it to the community. Let us comment on it, right? Please share. Okay, if you get to watch this, join the community if you have not. The WhatsApp link is in most of our videos. All right, so join us, and you can share your creation with us to get feedbacks. Oh my goodness. Okay, so can you see this now? Okay, so we're building the world. Can you see this? It gives the Gen Z vibe. You guys, can you see this? This is how to sell what? You're selling both the feeling, the dress, or the shoe, or is it, you guys, can you see this? Can you see this whole feel? Like everything in here is just perfect. The character feels like she's in a world of her own. I love the fringe shoes or the fur shoes. Look at the bangle, look at the look. Like, you guys, you see this on magazines, you see this on your social media, and it looks like, it's very expensive. Yeah. To get the shoot, on a normal day, it is expensive. Ask a photographer. They will tell you to get your model, you have to pay your model. You're going to have to, if you're not the one creating the dress, probably you hire the costume, you will pay for it. And if you are the one who creates the dress, you would have like assistants who would help to put that dress on your model. Your assistants are not free. They're not cheap, right? You would have to do the makeup, the hair, the accessories for your model. And then, of course, the shoots. Look at all the cost I'm talking about. But look at what we get here for the price of one. Yes, I'm talking about the price of one because basically you as the creator, you're actually combining yourself and, of course, your subscription to create this. Your creativity combined with your subscription. That's your AI model subscription to get this, right? So don't sleep on it. I'm opening your mind. I want you to go out there and make me proud. Okay. I want you guys to test this out, create more of this. Okay. So now we have created for the purple, the orange, and now we are creating for the blue. Let's go see what the blue venom looks like. Okay. So I'm saving most of these because these will be inspiration on our community and get people talking. Okay, so I hope that you're really, really getting value and you're going to be testing this out. I want to see your creations, you guys. The challenge for you right now is go create. Go create. If you're watching and you've not clicked the like button, please, why have you not clicked the like button? Why now? Are you not getting value from today's chat? Are you not getting value? Please click the like button, okay? That's your own way of supporting what I'm doing. That's your own way of telling YouTube that this is valuable and you want more people to see it. Okay. You guys, look at the world. Set this up in real life. You guys, try to set this up in real life and tell me the cost. Try to set this up in real life and tell me the cost, okay? Just look at this. Look at the design. Look at the model. Oh my goodness. You know what this would cost regularly, randomly, normally. You know how much this would cost. But you can do this now with what your AI and your creativity. And I hope that you have understood the different types of photography, right? If you still have questions, please ask. My duty here is to help you gain clarity so that when you come across, you begin to expand your vision, you begin to expand your mind and begin to see opportunities that are bound around you. Products, people are creating products every day, but who is interacting? Who's actually modeling those products for them? How are they promoting those products? How are they marketing those products? A lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs are creating, but nobody is seeing it because probably they expended their budget on mostly product creation, the product design, but then marketing is that a lot of brands and businesses struggle with. So what if you can solve their problem by offering them this, a solution to market their products, on a budget? How about that? I want you to go out there. I want you to begin to build your portfolio today. Create a lot of this. Create different products. Create your portfolio. Now, what do I mean by creating your portfolio? Build more of this, okay? Build a lot of this. Different styles, different products, different, put it together in a PDF, okay? And begin to send it out to businesses, to brands. Send it to them and tell them, I can do this for you. Right now, if you're going to be doing that, please do not use Gemini on the free plan. Okay, make sure you're paying for a paid plan. You can use any of the models that you work with, but please use the paid plan or a free open source that gives you quality. All right. This right now, this is not good enough to send out. Let me show you why. Look at this. It has a lot of blur. Can you see that? Right. It's only looking nice on the screen, but you can see here, there is still some blur. It's not sharp enough. Okay. You want sharp, you want glossy, you want them to be able to interact with your pictures. When they touch it, they can almost feel it. They can almost touch it, you see? So, but because of the model we are currently working on, and I'm using this based on demo purposes, but for you who wants to do business, I'm telling you, don't do this. Your competitor will crush you if you do this and you send this out like this. Nah, this doesn't work. Okay. All right. So let's test the last concept that's for this particular style. Okay, let's test this last concept, and then we go over to testing more fluid, more crazy, more creative, interpretation of products. Because I really am thinking someone eating a donut would be really fun to create. Someone biting into like, probably eating spaghetti. We have had Will Smith eating spaghetti, and that came out looking really, that's like the standard of gauging how far AI has come, right? So we can have most of these. I want to really test out some food photography after now. So you guys look at this. So yes, we can have this, we can have this. You guys look at the colors, look at the combination. Okay, so we can have this. You can create this. Okay, so you guys, that when we talked about the the images at the beginning, we talked about creating fashion photography and so on. I hope you can see this now. A lot of people went out of their way, those who could not attend Met Gala, including myself, this year. We went ahead and created some of our own interpretations of what the Met Gala should have looked like, using AI. And trust me, the internet was really, really saturated with beautiful designs, creative designs of what it would look like. Okay, so look at this here. This is so cute, so beautiful, so vibrant, and it looks really, really Gen Z-ish, if you ask me, right? This is something that most people around now would want to wear, maybe a celebrity, a musician, someone trying to, so if you kind of pitch this, if you kind of promote this, and imagine this even coming to life, what if you wanted to, make this into a music video? Right, this particular concept that we have here, right? So I want you to begin to build more of this, put it together as a slideshow, as a PDF, and send it out. Okay, that's your gateway. That's your way of opening this up. Okay, so I see here, I'm getting the value. Amazing. I'm happy you're getting value. And then what if it is upscaled? Yes, you can upscale. I can't take that out, but I still recommend, you going straight to getting your 2K, 4K quality if possible. Okay, because right now this quality is like 1K. Gemini gives you like 1K. And sometimes less because you cannot calculate it. They will just tell you they are giving you like 1K. So you can't argue with them, right? So on this free plan, you're getting just 1K style, right? So, but go for 2K and 4K and above to put together, right? And it's going to come out looking really, really nice. So, So I hope that answers your question. All right. So just before we go, I told you I wanted to try out some photography for food. I just have that crazy thought of like having someone biting into like a hamburger, and then you take a picture. I have someone probably like, sitting on a cloud, all these, other kinds of photography that just looks like, oh my God, where did this artist come from? How did they think this up? That's basically what we're about to do now. Okay. So let me just tell this AI to, give me some ideas. We'll create them on a rapid, speed roller coaster kind of thingy. And then we call it a day. All right. you guys, get ready to be blown away with some of the ideas that I put on this AI right now. So the reason I'm doing this last one, this is like a bonus to whoever stayed till this point, right? The reason I'm doing this one right now is I want to show you, because I don't know if you are aware, but there are websites that actually buy photography. Yes, there are actually websites that buy photography. Canva is one of those sites. Canva buys your pictures because Canva provides picture services to their, to the customers, right? So think about it. Every platform out there that sells images, they actually buy it from someone. So now that you have AI at your fingertips, what kind of images can you begin to create or think up to create and go and sell? Yes, some of them, let me put a disclaimer here. Some of them still have a thing against AI photographies, AI generated images. But some of them will tell you, you can declare it. Once you declare it that, okay, I created this with AI, right, you can actually declare it and they will still pay you, right? So there is a difference. You need to understand their policies. And of course, you can still sell your art on digital stores like Etsy or Shopify or so on, like, right? So you need to learn the models, different ways. So instead of just saying, okay, so I'm teaching you to be an entrepreneur or something, guy, yes, while you're still pitching yourself with your portfolio, think about it. Can I sell some of my images? Can I begin to sell pictures, that I come up with? Come up with the idea and ask your AI to build you the prompt. Then you create it and you make sure that it is, well textured, like it will stand the test of time. Like, do you understand? And people will use it. That's what I hope you get value here. So don't tell anybody. This is our own little secret. So let's go create these crazy thoughts. Okay. If you're getting value, say, All right. So now I'm going to create a new chat and then I'm going to click create image. Okay. I'm creating image. I'll create image. And then I'll add so you guys, that the reason I'm putting my aspect ratio on 9:16 is because we are streaming on 9:16, right? So it depends on you. You can come up, your image doesn't have to be on 9:16. Your image can be 1:1, which is square image. Your image can be 16:9, which is like landscape image. So it depends on what you are going for, right? So if you go into Canva, you see Canva provides you free images. Canva provides you paid images. Do you understand? So I want you to begin to think like that. Where can I sell my images? If this is the only thing you build yourself into, right, and start to make money with it, I think I have succeeded. Right. Okay. So this is not what I was going for. I wanted something like this, but my character standing on the image and, but this is not it. So we're going to try again. I told you to give me really, really, and I'm going for something digital style kind of image. I want it to feel like a music video, right? The character is basically going to be. So if you notice what I'm doing here, most of my characters are like hyper realistic. Right. And that's because if you're going to sell to real people, you want them to feel like you are actually creating for real people. Right. So if you're not creating for the African audience, you don't need to have your character. This is more like it. Guys, can you see the chaos around her? Can you see the contrast? Right. You can see the colors. You can see the contrast. You can see rain is falling. She's wearing that dress, but she's on top of the world. You can see that the wind is blowing her hair. So this gets closer to my vision, okay? But of course, I can make the colors even, brighter and whatever. Like she's the only focus for this particular image. But at this point, yes, she's the focus of this image and the whole place is in chaos, but she stands tall. So basically, this is like a concept I was just, I just came up with, just to show you that, yeah, you can decide to create something like this and sell it. Yeah. Okay. So let's try something else. Okay. Let's try another picture. We are wrapping up. Don't worry. We're wrapping up. But I hope you're getting value. I hope you're understanding what we're doing here. I hope you get it. And I hope that this makes you some money at the end of the day, because the whole idea is I want you to think. And of course, you guys, you can see that I'm opening up. Once we are done with this first 21 days, another 21 days is going to start, where it's all about your consistency. I want to help you achieve your goal. If your goal is to monetize your craft, if your goal is to build consistency on social media, if your goal is to create content consistently, my goal is to help you achieve your goal. All right. So you guys, look at this. Okay. So you guys, can you see this? This looks like a real photography. Can you see the blurry background? Can you see that it looks like she's in, there's an action, happening and so on, around her. And there is this looks like a real picture. It looks like a real photograph. Can you see that? So this is what you can use. So it's not just about, studio. You can decide that, okay, I want to create something that's, maybe a lady licking ice cream. Once you put that and you tag it and you sell this image, somebody might want to use a lady using ice cream for something, for their images, and then they choose your own image. Once they use your image, you get paid for your image, right? So you guys, you can see that here. Okay, so let's try another image. So we're almost done. Don't worry. But my duty is to inspire you to think, beyond here. My duty is to make you think and, of course, come up with an idea that you can sell, because it's not enough to just have the skill. If it's not making you money, it's of no good. Like I would always say, knowledge alone is not power. It is the application of knowledge that becomes power, right? I do not promise anybody like a get rich quick, whatever. What I'm promising you is, hey, there is a strategy, there is a pace, so if you're working with someone who already knows, it is easier for you. You don't need to make all that mistake again, because I already made any mistake you might want to think about. You guys, look at this. Okay. You guys, look at this. These are real life scenarios or real life situations that you can sell. So these are pictures that are sellable. So don't just create pictures, because I like this, because I like that. Can it sell? Are people looking for this? Now look at this. This is a black chef, cooking in front of the audience. The audience is excited as he's cooking and so on. You guys, you can look at this. It looks really real, right? I love the tattoos on his arms. Can you guys see that? He looks really, really like he's enjoying what he's doing, and the audience appreciate him. Can you see that there? So yes, this is doable. Think about it. What sells? What can I sell? Okay. So now we are close. We're close to it. Don't worry. We're close to it. We're almost done. All right. So I want you to think. Can you sell this? Does someone want to use this? What are the kind of images that you've been looking for that you never found? Okay, sometimes it could, I did not put the aspect ratio, but yeah, let's just see where this comes out. Okay, so I can't create more images for you today, but don't worry, guys, I got you covered. I'm going to go use another platform already paid for. I'm just going to select here 9x16, and then you can see this platform gives you 1K, 2K, 4K. You can select that. You can choose the PNG or JPEG. So let's go with JPEG this time, just because I'm not using the images at the end of the day. Okay. But usually PNG gives you more flexibility, because PNG helps you to post on, you can use the PNGs for websites and the rest, and it will not lose its quality, right? So that's one of the reasons they go for PNGs. So this is slow. Yeah, it's slow at first, but that's why I didn't use it as my first option. But we are almost done, so why not? We'll just wait for a bit and let it create this amazing piece, and then you'll see what we are creating together. Okay, so like I was saying, always think about it. It could be the images you might be creating could be maybe inspired by a color. Maybe you love some colors. Maybe it's about a jacket. Maybe it could be a scenario. If you don't even have these scenarios, if you don't know what to create, like I would always say, ask your AI to pitch you. Tell it you're about to sell, this is your business model. You want to sell pictures to websites. Your AI can even help you to find the websites where you can sell your images to. All right. if you tell it to search for you, it can find that for you. So you guys, you can see this here. The character has taken a bite. I don't see the large chunk of the bite, but yeah, the quality of the image here, you can see the feel. Her face really looks, real and so on. But I wonder why she's wearing her gloves to eat. Okay, so yeah, this is just one of it. And let's try the last one. Let's try the last option here. Okay, the last image for the day is we're trying to create a magazine cover. So maybe, okay, so we don't have, okay, so we have other ones here, but yeah, end with number 5. Okay, so let's just end with number 5, and then we're just going to click there. Okay, we're just going to click here and then add our prompt again and just generate. Okay, so for anyone who wants to sign up to the next 21 days, you can easily click the link in the pinned posts. I think I pinned most of them, right? You can check the pinned post of most of my the live streams that we've had for the last 21 days. That's where you would see, the link to sign up. You can easily just sign up. And of course, it's straightforward. Once you click it and sign up, it directs you straight into the community where we work together for the next 21 days after now. All right. So the whole idea is to get you creating, to get you consistent, to get you achieving your goals. No more excuses, guys. If in case you're not aware, we are already in the second quarter of 2026. And I know you came into this year with a lot of plans. Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And it never really happened. So you guys, can you see this? Can you guys see this? And that's how we close the day. So if you enjoyed today's session, let me know in the comment section, okay? As you can see here, this is how we close the day. This is so beautiful. I love it. And if you know someone who already has a magazine, or you want to start a magazine, some people might actually want to create a digital magazine, like an e-magazine, right? You can be their plug. Yes, you can be their plug. Okay, having this tool in your hand gives you so much power that you don't even know you have. So I want you to begin to think like that and go out there and crush it. I'm looking forward to hearing your success stories. I want to celebrate with you. I want to hear, how you're crushing it. Of course, you can sign up for the next 21 days to join me and make sure you achieve your goal. Or, I'm sure the 21 days that we've had together has been amazing, and I'm sure you're going to crush it. So thank you so much for being part of today's video. Tomorrow, we bring everything that we have done to an end, to a close for the last 21 days. And I hope you're prepared to submit your film for the festival. Check the description to get more information about that. I'll see you tomorrow.